A young cowboy finds a bank located in a remote area and intends to rob it. Upon entering the bank, he is greeted by an old teller. The teller says that the bank serves people from 3 different areas, so it is deliberately built outside the city. Due to its remote location, the teller admits that he has been robbed several times, but all the robbers ended up regretting it. Bored with what he considers a lie, the cowboy immediately draws his weapon and orders the teller to hand over all the money. Under threat, the teller immediately trembles in fear and asks for permission to take the money from under the table. However, unexpectedly, the teller manages to dodge the shot. Thinking the teller has escaped out the back door, the cowboy quickly takes all the money from the drawer. But as soon as he steps out, his leg is shot, forcing him to hide behind a well. Not long after, the teller appears. With his body protected by pots and pans, the teller attacks. It turns out that these objects can deflect bullets, so he easily takes down the robber. When it quiets down, the cowboy's neck is already tied to a tree. He faces a group of law enforcement officers who will carry out the death penalty for the attempted robbery. Before the execution is carried out, they give him the opportunity to say his last words. However, suddenly, from nowhere, a group of Indian warriors appears and attacks. From there, a battle cannot be avoided. After eliminating all the law enforcement officers, the leader of the Indian warriors approaches the cowboy. Instead of releasing him, he laughs and signals his men to leave, leaving the cowboy on his horse. As a result, the cowboy has to try to prevent his horse from moving away from the tree where the rope is hanging around his neck. After several hours of enduring, he finally sees a shepherd passing by. Therefore, he immediately shouts for help. The shepherd approaches and shoots the rope hanging around his neck. Upon learning that the massacre was carried out by the Indian warriors, the shepherd allows him to join. But not far into their journey, a group of horsemen suddenly appears. Strangely, the shepherd immediately takes 1,000 steps back, while the cowboy is recaptured and taken to a town. This time, he is accused of being a cattle thief. It turns out that the shepherd was actually a thief. For this crime, a judge sentences him to the gallows. While waiting for his death, he gazes at a beautiful girl in the crowd. With this, the last sight he sees becomes something beautiful.